This is lesson 79 in Saxon 5.4, and it's about symmetry. So if you don't have this yet, go ahead, pause this video, and get a plain sheet of paper or a lined sheet of paper for an activity we're going to do in this lesson. Or a sticky note, or an index card. Any of those will work. So, once you have that, unpause this video and we'll continue. Symmetry. So when we're talking about symmetry, you might have seen symmetry in real life before. If you ever looked up at a butterfly, if you were to draw a line down the center of the butterfly like it's shown in this picture, you would have two equal sides of that butterfly that you could really just fold over on top of each other and it would match up, right? So the dashes that are across this butterfly here, it's called a line of symmetry. So a line of symmetry is drawn to show basically at what point would a side be the mirror image of the other side. Just like we were talking about how you draw a line down the point where you could perfectly fold it over and the two sides would match. Some polygons and shapes and other figures they might have one line of symmetry or they might have many lines of symmetry. So for example here, let's take a look at this diamond. It's really just a square that's been skewed. But let's see how many lines of symmetry we can find here. Well, if we draw a dotted line down the center here, it's not a very straight line, but you know what I mean. That would be one line of symmetry. We have two lines of symmetry because we could fold it down that way. We could fold it diagonally in half like this, so that's 3 lines of symmetry. We could fold it diagonally in half this way, that's 4 lines of symmetry. So this would have 4 lines of symmetry. Alright, let's take a look at some other examples here. So example 1, right here, says which of these polygons does not have a line of symmetry? So there are shapes that don't have any. You can have a shape with 0, and there's some shapes that have tons of lines of symmetry. So we have a rectangle here for A. Let's test it out. Can we cut it in half this way? Yes. If we folded it over, would it be a perfect mirror image? Yes. We could also go this way, right? So that has at least 2 lines of symmetry. So we know that we can rule that out because, again, the problem's asking us which one does not have a line of symmetry. Alright, let's check B. B is a triangle. So, can we cut it in half or any other direction to the point where it has 2 perfect mirror images, where you can fold it over on itself and it would match up perfectly? Yes, it has at least one, because we can come down the middle like this. You can fold it over on itself, it's going to match up. What about C? Well, if we look at it, if we went that way, that wouldn't work, because we have this corner here that wouldn't match up with that corner. Can we divide it any other way where it would match up correctly? No. So this does not have a line of symmetry. So C would be the correct answer for example 1. Alright, example 2 says, copy these letters and draw each line of symmetry, if any. So, that lined piece of paper, that sticky note, index card, whatever it was that you got, this is where you're going to pull that out. So I want you to go ahead and write the all caps letters of the word chair. C-H-A-I-R. Now, I want you to pause this video for a second and see if you can find the lines of symmetry in each of these letters. So for example, C's line of symmetry would be right across the middle. Go ahead and pause this video, see if you can find it. Okay, let's look at the other letters. So H, we could do a line of symmetry right here. Go down the edge. We could also go right here. So H has 2 lines of symmetry. What about A? Well, A has one straight down the middle. There's no other lines of symmetry in the letter A. The letter I, we could go down this way, or we could go across. Right, so that would have 2. And R, well, R is kind of a weird letter, and there is no way we can draw a line of symmetry for it, where we can divide it in half at some point and it will fold over perfectly onto itself. Just can't do that with R. Okay, it is now time for the lesson practice. So, copy each figure and draw the lines of symmetry, if any. So I would like you to go ahead and complete A, B, and E. Basically the same letters in your brother's name, Abe. A-B-E. A, B, E. Come back to this video when you're finished and check your answers. Okay, here we go. Let's check A. So we can divide A perfectly in half down the middle. So going like this. Is there any other lines of symmetry? So, like it says, copy each figure and draw the lines of symmetry. Do we have any more for A? No, right? This is the only way that we can fold it over and it will perfectly match up. So A just has one line of symmetry. B, let's take a look at it. Can we go divide it diagonally? Yes, we can divide it diagonally both ways and it would fold over nicely onto itself. So that would be 2 lines of symmetry. We could also go here. And it would perfectly match up as well. So we could go this way as well. So that would have 4 lines of symmetry. Or no, excuse me. This would just have 2. That was my bad. I was thinking of it as a rectangle. It would just have 2. Okay, 2 lines of symmetry for B. E is the letter X. Can we divide it in half straight down? Yes, we can. Can we divide it in half horizontally? Yes. Is there any other way we could divide it? No. So it just has 2 lines of symmetry. You are now ready for the mixed practice. Best of luck.